Hey guys, so in this video, I'll be showing you how to build a digital ordering system on WordPress using the Orderable plugin. So if this is something you'd like to learn how to do, then watch this video. Okay, so first we'll need to install Orderable. So go to plugins and add new. And then search Orderable, kind of a tongue twister, Orderable. Okay, so the first one here, so install now. Okay, and then activate. Okay, and then now we should see Orderable is installed, but we also need to install WooCommerce. So we'll do that next, as it says up here. Orderable requires WooCommerce. So go to add plugins and install WooCommerce if you haven't done so already. Okay, install now and then activate. Okay, so we'll need to add in our restaurant details. So we can do map tracking. So set up store and then you can just follow their instructions here. Okay, so we'll just give our store a name. So Mapulate Restaurant. Then select industry. So food and drink. Where's the restaurant? Nope, so we'll just do food and drink and then your store location and email and then click continue. Okay, we can just disable the ones you don't need here. So I'll just disable the bottom ones here. Or you can just skip this entirely. So I won't cover Woo payments here. So I'll just skip this step. And then now it's setting up the store. Okay, awesome. So now we can access Orderable here. So we'll just go into that now. So you'll still need to set up your store details here. So you can refer to my other videos on WooCommerce as I set those up. But just to keep this video not too long, I'll just skip through the WooCommerce settings and we'll go straight into Orderable here. So we can go here into Orderable as it's now active since we have WooCommerce. So we can go here into Orderable. Okay, now it's giving us our setup guide. So we'll do begin. And over here, we can add in our addresses. So we'll do that now. Okay, and there's your business email. And you can choose to opt in or out of their newsletter. So let's continue. And then this is important, is your service offered. So we do delivery and pickup. And then what days you're open. So let's say every day. And then open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then continue. And awesome. So now our pickup and delivery service is configured. So click save and finish. Okay, so we set up our locations already. So next, we can do the product layouts over here. So we'll have to set up food items within WooCommerce. So we'll do that after. Okay, and you can see the live order view over here. And close. Okay, and then over here is their dashboard. So you can do tip settings, checkout settings. So some of these are available in the Pro version. So we'll just be sticking to the free version in this tutorial. Okay, so order reminders, and then you can check the email for the order over here. So you can customize that. So we'll enable reminders, it's more like an abandoned cart feature. So I think that helps with conversion. So we'll click save change. Okay, so printing, if you want to print your orders, and then the side drawers, notifications, so that's only in Pro, and then styles. So I'll just keep the styling minimal, but you can go to the stylings here. I'll just focus more on the backend portion of the plugin. Okay, so product layouts. Okay, so next we can go here into live order view. Okay, so this is when you receive an order. So this is essentially where you keep it on a POS in your restaurant, and then when a new order appears, it'll query here. So we can try that out. So let's add in some food items first. So let's go to exit live view. Okay, and then we can go here into products and then add new product. Okay, so let's first create some product categories is what they recommend. So we can do, say, appetizers, mains, and drinks. So let's just do, say, main. Okay, and I'll save that. And then I'll do drinks as well. Drinks. Okay, and I'll save that. And then after we can go here into add new product. And then we can do, say, burger. And then this will be a main. Okay, so let's say $20 and then just save that. Okay, and then I'll just add another product. So I'll just say hot dog. Make that $10 and save. Oops, let me just add it to the mains as well. So mains, update. Okay, and then I'll add into for our drinks. So add new product. So I'll just do Coke and drinks and add new product, and then Pepsi and drinks. Okay, so we have our products here. Let me just add the pricing for the Coke and Pepsi. So do a 5 here and 5 for Pepsi. So you want to obviously add product images as well, just to help with conversions. So make sure to do that if you're launching this to the public. Okay, but just for education purposes, I'll just speed it up here by just adding only the price and the title. Okay, so back in Orderable, we can see our product layouts now. Okay, so add product layout. And then we can see add our categories here. So drinks and mains, and then you can choose whether it's a grid or a list. I'll make it say a grid here. And then whether you want the images or not. Okay, so I'll make it a list since there's no images, but if you do have an image, then the grid will be better. You want to make images enabled. Okay, and then clickable cards. So what happens when you click the card? So if you want this enabled, then you can experiment with that here. Okay, and it'll look like this. So this is just the layout right now. So let's see what will happen if we change it to grid. So grid looks like this. Okay, so I like the list version a lot better. I think this will help be better on mobile. And that's where majority of people will be ordering from anyways. So it's optimizing for mobile, and then we'll do publish. Okay, so product layout here. So again, just name it. So let's just do Mapulate menu and save. Okay, and then we can view our layout here, and then we just need to copy the short code here, and then we can paste it to a page. Okay, so we'll make a new page called menu. Okay, and then add in short code and paste, and then publish. Okay, and then view the page here. Okay, awesome. So we have our menu here. So we can click, say we want a burger, one, and you can choose the quantity here. So do 1 burger and a Coke. And then we can check out here. Okay, so I can't go through on this order because I don't have any payment methods, but I'll just do a test order in the backend and then show that in the live view so we have an idea of how that'll look like. Okay, so you'll go here to live order view and then exit live view. And then, okay, and then here we can add order. Okay, so I'll just say payment complete and guess. Okay, and then I'll add in the products here. So this will be burger and then Coke and add. Okay, and then order actions. So send order details to customers. So we can do that. And then this is a pickup order. So we don't need their address, and we'll just hit create. Okay, so that order has been created, and then you can print the order here. So it'll look like this. Okay, so it automatically does receipts as well. And then we can enable live view here. And awesome, so we can see our order has came in, and you can click into that order. And then you can see the order here. And then you can decide once the order is complete. Okay, so once the order is complete, you can just check it off here. And then you can say change status to complete. And then that'll complete the order here. Okay, awesome. So let's look over their Pro version. So they currently have a Black Friday discount for $104 a year. Okay, so you can just see what's available in the paid version is you get the product add-ons. Let's say if you have a burger and then you want to add in, say, add-ons like cheese, extra patty. So that's product add-ons. So if you need that feature, you'll have to purchase the Pro version. Okay, as well as 1 year of updates and support, so they can help you out with configuring the plugin. Okay, and then over here is some additional features. So with allergen information, nutrition information, you can do that in the description within WooCommerce. So you can do that without the Pro version. Okay, as well as what we checked before with the tipping and the custom checkout. And I think the huge selling point is the multiple store locations. So if you have multiple stores, then the Pro version would be necessary, as well as table ordering as well. So if you want to have like an iPad at your table, for ordering, then you would need this feature here. For a standard just pickup service and delivery, you can accomplish that just with the free version, as we did in our test shop that we just set up. So great, we were able to set up an ordering system using the Orderable free plugin. So this includes the end of the tutorial. I hope you're able to follow along and set up your own digital ordering system. If you need any WordPress or web development help, then you can contact me at mapletmedia.ca. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date on my latest videos, and thanks for watching.